Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey here, once again with another video on Arrow Season 6. Now it is around roughly 3 weeks until the holy grail of our year begins, which is of course San Diego Comic-Con, and with that comes a ridiculous amount of trailers, news, castings, and of course, panels. From now until then, we will get like little sprinkles of information coming through about our favorite TV shows, whether that be casting information or even some like promotional pictures or posters. If you have watched my video from the other day on the Flash Season 4 and its Comic-Con press release, then you will know what this video will go over and how I'm going to go through it. Now the Arrow panel will follow the Flash panel at San Diego Comic-Con. From memory, it is the last DC TV panel. I might be wrong on that one. If I am, let me know in the comments, but I'm pretty sure I'm correct. Apart from the Arrow panel being after the Flash panel, I do have a couple of things to mention regarding Arrow Season 6. The first has to do with the return date, which is actually October 12th. Now, if you have a calendar in your brain, you would know that that is a Thursday, so Arrow has moved from a Wednesday to Thursday. It actually swapped with Riverdale, so blame Archie and Jughead for that one, not me. And the second thing has to do with the trailer for Season 6, because a lot of people have been asking, are we getting one? And the answer to that is yes, but it may be not that filled in, if you know, like it might not be filled in with content, if you know what I mean, just due to how Season 5 ended and like that big cliffhanger, they don't really want to spoil too much. But anyway, let's go over the press release that came out the other day for Comic-Con and what it could mean heading into Season 6. With the future of the team left hanging in the balance, Arrow gave new definition to the phrase, blowing up the show. The emotional showdown between Oliver Queen and Adrian Chase was the perfect conclusion to a stellar 5th season of the CW's gritty DC superhero series. Now the focus shifts to uncovering the fate of each and every member of Team Arrow. Could anyone have possibly survived an island-wide explosion, or has the book closed on them as it has on Oliver's 5-year flashback story? Now the biggest thing to take from what I just showed and read out has to do with discovering the fates of all the characters that were on the island at the time of the explosion. You would have to think this takes up the first episode at least, but you never know, we could spend the first 6, God, maybe even the first 9 episodes without knowing the fate of everyone that was on that island during the explosion. Like I don't mean would spend 6 to 9 episodes just on that, but it'd be like a side plot, like we'd slowly learn who lived and who died. Like it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest if we gradually, over the first episode or a handful of episodes over the beginning of the season, learn who made it, who survived, and then eventually learn who didn't survive. That's how I just see how it's going to go at least. Now they did actually reveal who will be on the panel at San Diego Comic-Con for Arrow. They are Stephen Amell, who plays Oliver Queen / the Green Arrow, David Ramsey, who plays John Diggle, Willa Holland, who plays Thea Queen, Emily Bett Rickards, who plays Felicity Smoke, Paul Blackthorne, who plays Quentin Lance, Katie Cassidy, who plays Laurel Lance over the multiverse, Echo Kellum, who plays Curtis Holt, aka Mr. Terrific, Juliana Harkavy, I think that's how you pronounce her name, who plays Dinah Drake, and then finally Rick Gonzalez, who plays Renee Ramirez or Wild Dog. Now you might be thinking to yourself, wow, the whole main cast is there. We won't be losing anyone key to the show at least. It must be some side character that dies. And yeah, that is true. All of the main cast is there. However, one massive thing to bring up, and a lot of people might not remember this, but at the Season 3 Comic-Con panel for Arrow, so 3 years ago, Katie Lotz was there. She was on the panel discussing what was to come in Arrow Season 3, making out as if, she was going to be a main part of Season 3. And you know exactly what happened in the Season 3 premiere, Episode 1 of Season 3, right at the end. She got shot with multiple arrows and fell off a building and died. Well, Sarah did, not Katie Lotz. So they could do the exact same with some of these cast members at the panel. As I said, I don't think we're going to learn in Episode 1 necessarily of Season 6 who lived and who died. We might slowly over the first half of the season find out who died on that island and who survived. So I think they're going to do that. I think 1, maybe 2 of the people that I've just listed as being there will die. I think maybe 1 of them. I think they'd make it like 1 main character will die. And I don't think it's going to be Dinah Drake or Wild Dog. I think they're definitely going to survive. So it looks like Echo Kellum, who plays Curtis Holt or Mr. Terrific, could be one of the people that dies. Maybe Quentin Lance, and that could do something with Black Siren, which I'll discuss in a second. So yeah, I think they might be doing what they did with Katie Lotz in Season 3 and making out that she's going to be a big part of the season and then have that massive shock, in that first half of the season that, she actually died. And as I said, I was going to discuss Black Siren quickly, and if they do something with Quentin Lance, and maybe he's one of the people that dies on the island, that could push Laurel Lance from Earth 2 or Black Siren into that redemption arc, which a lot of people think she's going to do, especially with what we saw in the last 2 episodes of season 5. Well, you could see she wasn't just pure evil, like she was being bad to help herself, to keep herself safe and to stay alive, essentially. Like if we saw in season 2 of The Flash, like she sort of had to be bad, otherwise Zoom probably would have killed her. And then we see in season 5 of Arrow that she owed her freedom to Adrian Chase, and that's why she was helping him. So I think in season 6 with her, especially if she has some motivation with, you know, her the Earth 1 doppelganger of her father dying, maybe in front of her eyes, who knows? That could motivate her to side to the good, you know, stay on the side of good or go to the side of good and have that redemption arc that a lot of people think that she's going to have. Obviously, we have the Oliver and William thing that's most likely going to happen in season 6. I do think William's mother is going to die on that island. I'd actually be very surprised if she survived, because I do think in season 6 they're going to do something where Oliver's going to have to be mayor, be the Green Arrow, and also be a father, because this is the first time he's actually going to have to be a legitimate father to William, because his mother's dead and he's going to have to take care of her. So I think that's an interesting arc they could do in season 6, because as I mentioned in other videos, they have a lot of time to fill in the actual episodes now because there's no flashbacks. So it will be interesting to see if they discuss anything about Oliver and William at the panel, but they might try and stick clear of it because it could be hinting at Samantha Clayton's death. So they might want to stick clear of that, but who knows, they might discuss it. And the last thing I want to talk about is just expectations from the trailer. And really, I don't have too much because I don't think they can really show too much, as I sort of said earlier in the video, just because of the cliffhanger that they left on. They can't show all the characters and stuff. All I can think of is that they can show maybe a quick recap of the end of season 5 with the island exploding, you know, Adrian Chase killing himself and stuff like that. And then maybe show Oliver back in Star City dealing with that, being the only one there, maybe doing some vigilante work, but maybe just going to the mayor's office and just being the mayor. Who knows what they could do, and maybe just being the father to William. So I don't think they can do too much in the trailer, just because it could be spoiler territory for what could come in the opening episodes of season 6. But I think they could just show like a down Oliver, no longer, well, maybe the Green Arrow, but he's not, you know, with anyone. He's by himself now because he thinks that everyone might have died on that island. And they might do a hint at the villain. Who knows what they could do. I don't think the villain necessarily matters too much in season 6. Like, I'm not going into season 6 thinking, who's the villain? I can't wait to see who the villain is. I'm more wondering who the hell survived on the island. I think that's what everyone else is thinking as well. But thanks for watching, guys. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like on the video. It'd be awesome. Let me know in the comment section down below all your opinions on anything I said in this video. Do you think that's what they're going to do with someone from the show? Do you think one of the people that's going to be on that panel will actually be, you know, their character will die on the show, similar to what happened with Katie Lotz, how she was at the season 3 panel, but Sarah Lance actually died in the first episode. Do you think they're going to do something similar to that? Just let me know all of your opinions in the comment section down below. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I'll catch you later, guys. Goodbye.